Welcome to Reaper's Underground. We hope you survive.
What the fuck is up, my demon family and everybody in the Morgrot universe? Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight for another epic edition of Reaper's Underground. And I've brought somebody who just happened to grace our presence. He decided to come out of his crypt and join us here in the underground to talk about all the amazing things that he's been doing and is going to be doing in the future. Sebastian the Vampire, better known as Tracy, but he's decided to come out in full character, and I could not be happier. He looks amazing, does he not? My goodness. And this is the time. You guys know what the fuck to do. This is the time to share this out anywhere and everywhere. There is a horror lover, a cosplay lover, a vampire lover. We all know that everyone has a romance with the undead. I don't care. Wake them up. Tell your grandma, your auntie, your cousin, your sister. Wake them up. Tell them to get in here and watch and listen. And definitely any questions y'all got for Sebastian, please feel free to drop that in the comment section. Good evening, Cody, Aaron, Lizzie, Rebecca. Awesome. But before we get into all this darkness, we're going to take a quick commercial break to our brothers over at Villain Arts Tattoos. Check it out. That's right, demons. You know what to do when Villain Arts Tattoo Convention comes to your city, your state, your town. Get your asses down there and get a high-quality tattoo from some of the greatest tattoo artists in the country. And you'll be seeing yours truly there not too long from now. All right. Welcome, Sebastian the Vampire, to Reaper's Underground. How are you doing, my undead brother?
Good evening, everyone. How are you this evening?
I know I'm doing rather well, and shoot, tomorrow's Friday.
Yes, it is.
Starts the weekend, and you know, what better way to kick it off than to hang out with us two creatures of the night, as you will. The Lord of Darkness, the cousin of darkness, I don't know. I love it. So let's just get right down to it. When did this concept for you begin? Did you start your character first before you got into film and all the different things that you're doing?
Actually, I've been into film, for a long time. Probably I got into acting. I grew up in a little town called Lebanon, Tennessee. And there was only a couple of things to do there. And that was either get in trouble or act. And I did both.
I love it.
Yeah, Yes, it's been a lot of fun. But Sebastian came about. I think it was around 2013. I believe it was 2013 when I was went to work for Slaughterhouse. Some friends of mine own a haunted house here in town called Slaughterhouse, which
Ooh,
plug. It is the
hell yeah.
oldest haunt in Tennessee. So if you're in the Nashville area, be sure to come out and see us because I promise you, like always, we'll have a good time.
Absolutely love it. You know, that photo that you sent me, I thought was like just beautifully dark and scary as fuck. But I'll tell you what, seeing you here now, I mean, I love it. You're bringing the terror, you're bringing the fright, everything that a vampire should have.
Thank you.
A sense of humor with its prey, and just looking all kinds of badassery. Absolutely love it. Just for some of you guys to see it, I think you may have seen it on my page, but man, definitely an excellent character. And I believe you created an entire backstory for your character. And I think if you're in the haunt industry or just doing a character such as Reaper, I mean, obviously Reaper has his own backstory too, but I am more interested in hearing about yours.
Mine was pretty funny. Actually, George Dimick is a movie director, and he's the one that directed Deadlines and wrote the story for Deadlines. So basically, I was working in Slaughterhouse, and at the end of the night, he came to me and he goes, "So, tell me, Tracy, where'd you come up with the character for Sebastian?" I'm like, "Shit, I'm on the spot. I got to think of something here real quick." So I always wear this little cross up here on my head. So I was like, I used to be a priest, and I met this beautiful girl, and just so happens she was a vampire, and she changed me. And just like all women in life, they leave, and you go scrounging the earth trying to find more victims.
Oh man!
And that's how Sebastian was born.
Nice. You know, and it's so amazing because Morgrot Entertainment is actually based in Memphis, and both of my unholy three brothers, Cody and John, they all have said the same thing. Like, you know, small town, you had two choices. It's either do this or you end up this way. And I definitely think it's working out fabulously for all of you. I absolutely love Tennessee. I did some horror cons down there with your lady there. We did the Nashville Horror Con together. Shoot, I wish we could have had a chance to talk right there on the spot. That would have been fun as fuck.
Yeah, I was working the oddities part, so I had to sit in there and sell products.
Well, hey, you had to sell products and I had to prostitute myself.
Nothing wrong with prostituting now, is there?
Exactly right. Oh man, I
taste
sure
a little
hope
saltier than normal, huh? But
right.
they get around.
Yep. And Cody's out there actually in the comment section. He says Tennessee is where it's at. Yes, I'm starting to think that every day. I'm torn. I'm torn between Tennessee and Texas because Texas has an amazing horror community, but so does Tennessee. Though it's like I have a menage a trois.
Nothing wrong with menage a trois,
right? Between those two states and my own. And of course, well, shoot, maybe it's more like a foursome because you got to get Salem, Massachusetts in there. I mean, that's Halloween Town. You know what I mean? But the scene that you guys have out there is unbelievable. And Aaron is a special effects makeup artist and also a cosplayer as well. His creations are amazeballs. He says, yes, Texas does indeed. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you coming in. Okay, so did you do Was that around like when you created this character in 2013? Is that when the haunting started for you, or had you been in the haunt industry previously?
I'd been in the haunt industry previously, but that was the character that I chose. They wanted me to be a vampire, so that's what I came up with. Funny story, though. You know how I got my name, Sebastian Michaels?
I'm ready to hear it. Does it involve Brett Michaels? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, heck no. He's all right. He's a good guy. But,
just playing with you.
No. But no, what I did was I named it off two of my favorite singers. So, for example,
nice.
Sebastian Bach, Skid Row.
Right.
Michael Sweet, Striper. Those two are my favorite singers. Now, those are the two that, you know, you have to grab the balls and go, ah! You know, to hit the notes, those kind of notes. So yeah, that's how I came up with it. I thought Sebastian, even though Michael was my favorite, Sebastian my second favorite, but Sebastian was a better vampire name than Michael. So Sebastian Michael was born.
Yeah, it's got a little decadence to it.
Yes, it does.
So did you even create like a year that this you know, when you got turned in your backstory? Is there a specific time period?
Well, the time period is supposed to be the Victorian age.
Ooh, love it.
Yes, but I'll go anywhere. I'm immortal, so any age is good for me.
Love it. Cody was close. He said Skid Row and Poison, and he says, "Damn, almost had it."
That's
yes,
funny.
Did, sir.
That's what people usually tell me. They're like Skid Row and Brett Michaels. That's why I was laughing when you said that earlier.
To me, it just kind of the name for your character just really screams back in, you know, like colonial times, even before that, the times of king and queens, shit like that. And I absolutely love that stuff. I mean, I've been an Anne Rice fan, oh man, since her books first came out. And I always kind of felt like that was the epitome of vampirism. Between that and the way that Christopher Lee portrayed Dracula back in the day. So me and Sir Christopher Lee will forever be branded. I must get him tattooed on me somewhere. I'm still trying to figure out where I'm going to do this, but he is definitely part of my plan. As he was my biggest influence as a child to want to get into horror in the horror business, to quote the Misfits. But you know, what vampires like really inspired you? Is there any go-tos for you? Because there's so many iconic vampires. It's beyond Dracula. We're beyond Dracula at this point. We have so many really awesome ones. What was your inspiration?
Well, you're going to laugh when I tell you this, but you already know I'm an 80s guy.
Right.
I love 80s rock. I sing 80s rock. And so I fall more toward the Lost Boys.
Dude, there ain't nothing wrong with that. That movie is iconic.
Yes, it is.
I wish they would have left it be. Yeah. I wish they would have never remade it.
Yeah, I agree. And Tribe, part 2, that wasn't. Did you see Tribe? Lost Boys Tribe?
Yeah, sadly.
Exactly.
They tried to capitalize, and it didn't have the cast, the charisma. It doesn't matter how many times Corey Feldman comes back. He's not going to sell the fucking film. He can't even sell tickets at his own concert.
Have you seen him play guitar?
The attempt.
That's it. That's exactly it. That was so funny. So you've seen the video making the rounds here lately on Facebook.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Unholy shit did I ever. And I don't know. I think I've said so many bad things about the guy that my phone is always listening. So as soon as I open YouTube, I have short after short after short of all of the stuff that people are laughing about. Oh, man.
I got a good one for you. If you get a chance, go to YouTube and type in Corey Feldman gives a tattoo.
Oh, my
and see
goodness.
what you think. So we had Corey at the Lone Wolf Tattoo Horror Festival a few years ago.
Oh.
And so he was just out walking in front of, walking around everybody, just checking stuff out. And this one guy goes, Corey, can I get your autograph? And Corey looked at him and says, if I can tattoo it on you. And the guy's like, okay. Now, keep in mind, Corey has never used a tattoo gun in his life.
Oh,
but he went over there, picked up this guy's tattoo gun, and scribbled his name on him. It's hilarious. It's on YouTube.
Oh, my goodness. I'll definitely have to check that out because that just has scary written all over it.
No, it was. That's right here in Nashville at the Full Moon Tattoo Horror Festival.
My goodness. That is really fucking interesting. Scary at the same time. Kyler says, this is a compliment, not an insult. I don't get uncomfortable very often, but everything about how you look, talk, act, and speak, laugh actually makes me a little afraid and unsettling. Dude.
Thank you.
Exactly. That is totally a compliment. And Kyler here is about to do his first haunt. So this is really cool. He's been talking to me a little bit about the character that he's trying to, portray and stuff. So definitely, Kyler, glad you're here, brother, because you're going to learn a lot from this man right here. Absolutely. Would you say you've probably been in the industry for about 20 years, right? Maybe more.
Actually, I started in the very first slaughterhouse. The very first slaughterhouse was actually called the Smorgasbord, the Haunted Smorgasbord. So
I love the name.
It was at the Rivergate Mall area, and there used to be a little buffet over there, a smorgasbord, and they turned it into Slaughterhouse. 38 years later, Slaughterhouse is still around. I think it's been bought by 4 different owners, but it's still kicking. It's a lot of fun.
I mean, it sounds like it's very iconic at this point. So if you guys are in the Nashville area, this, spooky season, as soon as it begins, get your asses out there.
We start Friday the 13th.
Ooh, that's what could be more perfect than that, in my opinion. Cody says, I love creature films, but vampire movies will always be my favorite. Ditto, man.
Same here.
Shit. The only thing about that latest Deadpool versus Wolverine film that I liked is the fact that Blade showed up in it.
Really? I
Not that I'm
to see it yet.
Not that he makes a cameo, which has given me hope because I know they're talking about doing a reboot on the Blade films, and I'm just like, that's another one that you're gonna fuck with. That's probably gonna piss a lot of people off. It's like, shame on you. Babylon says the first Lost Boys was awesome.
Yes, it was.
Without a doubt. Aaron said, I like the part Savini got his head kicked off his body. Yup. Absolutely. And there's nobody better to create that as well. Cody says, I own all the Lost Boys movies, but nothing will beat the original. The era cast was unbeatable. And that's one of those things,
And that was lightning in a bottle.
I'll tell you, if they would have capitalized on it, I think at the after the success of the first one, they really could have done something. There were plenty of actors that they could have got for a second one.
I agree.
Babylon says, Sebastian, are you from the South?
Well, shit. How did you figure that out? Yes, I'm from Lebanon, Tennessee. That's Lebanon, Tennessee. Yeah, I am definitely from the South.
I'm sure he probably picked up on. He just came in a little bit, so I think he missed the first part. No worries on that. Let's see. Kyler says that's crazy. We had a haunted house at King's Dominion called Slaughterhouse, and it was my first haunted house I ever went in. I was like in 4th grade, and he's in Virginia, so that's interesting.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Oh, Rebecca said she used to live in Lebanon. Look
I'm
at that.
sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't know, man. Like when I've been through obviously Memphis, I've been through Jackson. It seems so quaint, and I love the small town vibe. I live in a small town here in Nebraska as well, and I love it. The more I'm out in the sticks, the better. You know what I mean? Because I lived in the city for so many years, and just nothing beats the quiet.
It's changed quite a lot here in Nashville. Nashville is not Nashville that I grew up in anymore. Nashville is more of a metropolitan, thriving city, open 24/7. There's more bars than there are churches, so that should tell you something.
Oh, what's up, Carla? What's going on? She's got a question for you. She says, Sebastian, the vampire, a creature so obsessed with immortality and theatrics. What a delicious irony that such desperation for attention mirrors the very mortal fragility to try to transcend. You invite the masses to play in the shadows, luring. Oh, she really loves your character. From what I'm seeing here. But tell me, Tracy, when the fangs come out and the darkness closes in, do they ever stop to wonder who's truly in control?
I never give them the opportunity to be in control. It's always me that is in control.
Nice. As every undead vampire should. You know what I mean?
Always want to leave them wanting more.
Right? Aaron says, currently making my costume for Killer Cox. Think Two-Face, but redneck. I love it.
I would like to see that costume, actually.
Oh, man. If you know, Aaron, you need to follow Tracy, okay? You need to follow him and make sure that he gets to see some of your creations, because I definitely think you're going to love it. It is blood gore-tastic.
Nice.
That's really all I can say to that. Babylon says, more bars than churches. Sounds like we are winning. It's like bars and churches, like in every little small town. Tons of them. You can't escape it.
There is a song. There's a song called First Baptist Bar and Grill. Have you ever heard that? You should listen to that sometime. It's pretty funny. First Baptist Bar and Grill.
Hell yeah. It sounds like a place I'd probably get kicked out of.
Basically, it's this drunk gets all drunk and he goes to his church and he burns it down, and they're supposed to have a revival, and he's burnt the church down so they can't have a revival. So the beer joint owner says, "Hey, let's just have it here at the beer joint here." And so they have revival there and get all drunk and be holy.
Oh shit! I love it.
Yes.
So, what ended up being your first film?
My very first film, Old Habits Die Hard, and that stars Kane Hodder.
Unholy shit!
Yeah.
Man.
Yep, Kane Hodder was in there. He is a character, by the way.
Nicest, realist guy, I think. Yeah.
Very much so, but he's a character.
Yeah, between him, I love his sarcastic nature.
Exactly.
And he's a prankster.
Did you ever see his fart videos?
No. Oh, so we need to know about the fart videos now.
Him and his brother put together these fart videos. So it's a little, fart machine. You go up behind somebody and boom, boom, you blow it, and they're like, "What the hell are you doing? You son of a bitch!" That type of stuff. Well, anyway, they did this, and there's like an hour and 15 minutes of pranking people on farts that they sell on DVD. It's hilarious, honestly.
I love it. And people can't get enough of that shit because, Kane Hodder is synonymous with Jason. And then, of course, Victor Crowley. So to see him in such kind of a funny kind of light, I really enjoy that, to know that he is, I figured he'd be humble as fuck, and he definitely is, but he's a no-nonsense motherfucker, though. He'll tell you about yourself.
Oh, Dale definitely will.
Oh, man. So is that currently available anywhere? So we can tell everybody out in the Morgrot universe where they can check that out.
You can watch it for free on the best little horror app out there called Tubi.
Yeah. I died when I heard after the revamp of the app, and now that little song plays. I can't stop being giddy over that shit.
Yeah, at the very end, every time Bridget and I are watching something and we're watching Tubi, and it does that. So at the very end, so they'll to be or not to be,
Right. Oh, man. Aaron says, well, if you love the Toxic Avenger, Sebastian, you will love me. I mean,
what's your blood type, dear?
Right. Babylon says, Sebastian, are you friends with Unknown Henson?
Doesn't ring a bell. Unknown Henson.
I don't know. You'll have to give us a little bit more there, Babylon. Bridget, what's going on, girl? She says, old habits die hard. Yes, love it.
I love Bridget.
Right? I have got to, I just started going through Tubi more, so this is great. This is going down on my list.
Tubi is awesome.
Yes, absolutely it is. So everything that you've been in, obviously has probably been horror, I'm assuming.
Actually, horror, yes, but I did work on a little TV show for a few years that was here in Nashville called Nashville.
Oh, okay. I'm sure everybody in Tennessee probably knows that one.
Oh, yeah. It was.
I'm not familiar, though.
Yeah, Nashville was a big show. It was on ABC, and it was on ABC for 4 years, and then it went to CMT for 2 more years, and then it canceled after that. But it was a fun show.
Right.
I played a rocker, and with one of the main characters, he quits playing country music and he joins the biggest rock band in the world called the Revel Kings, and I was the Revel Kings.
All right.
So that was my 15 minutes of fame.
Shit, that's in your wheelhouse, man. Nothing wrong with that. I think guys like us do tend to get a little typecast, but I try to diversify as much as I can. Although I my first shot actually is going to be this Monday because I got to go down and work on Down the Long River, which is a spaghetti western. I know everyone says, Reaper, what happened? We thought you were just a horror. No, I have always loved spaghetti westerns. Actually, and to be honest with you, my favorite, and Sebastian, you'll love this one. Glenn Danzig's spaghetti western.
I just watched that.
Did you?
I just watched that like 2 weeks ago.
Was that not amazing?
It was pretty cool, man. It was definitely out there.
Well, anything that Glenn Danzig does is gonna be, especially from the first one, Veronica, which, I got it, I understood it, but if anybody didn't know the comics, the graphic novels, they wouldn't have got it. They wouldn't have understood it. And it was, an anthology as well. So to have that be your first film, it can be tough, I think, as a director. But Death Rider and the House of Vampires was a fucking hit, in my opinion. And it had Julian Sands as the master vampire. Yes.
Yes, he passed away last year.
And I knew he was going to kill that role. I knew it. Especially, I'm sure you probably watched Tale of the Vampire.
Mm-hmm.
He was great in that. I feel like that was very underrated in the vampire genre. Because, everybody knew him from the Warlock series.
Yes. I really enjoyed him in that series.
It was made for him.
Yes, it was. It was. That was my first thing I ever saw him in, actually.
Yeah. That would be also true for me as well. And it's been a romance ever since. So when did Deadlines come about? Because if I understand my sources correctly, this was kind of tailored to fit your character.
It was definitely tailored to fit who I was. Basically, he wrote the script, and we shot it. And I think about 6 months. I had an emergency issue I had to take care of, so I had to go off set for a little while they shot. But it came out, I think it was 2019 is when it finally came out. It was a labor of love. I know that COVID kind of slowed everything down. And
that was going to be one of my questions for you.
The COVID?
Yeah, I'm sure that probably put a damper here and there. Because me as a musician at the time, because I wasn't acting at the time, it really with us, and we had to get creative, and social media was the only outlet to get anything done.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
So what was that like?
Oh man, it was the part about not playing as a musician, or
both.
Not playing as a musician sucked, because I feed off the energy of the crowd. And then it also helps make a little cheddar, for playing in front of people too. So, so that did suck, because I missed that extra money.
Right.
As far as the movie, it was something I was really looking forward to, because that was about me. It wasn't, I wasn't an extra in this one. It was about me. So I couldn't wait to get out there and get it done and see it, and for it to come out. And, it came out, and now it's on Tubi.
Hell yeah. All right. And as a matter of fact, I want to make sure that I know I've shown this once before, because Bridget was also one of the darling vampires under your stronghold. But if you guys haven't done your homework yet, after I told you, go to Tubi and check this movie out, because we're going to talk about some different scenes and stuff, because man, I haven't seen a vampire flick this good, so underground, but damn fucking fine acting. We're going to check out the trailer one more time, just to revive some of you to knowing that you must watch it. Check this out.
I'm a reporter. I'm the guy that will do whatever it takes to break a story. I've been around long enough that it's second nature to look into the darkness to find a scoop. When it comes to the news, I will turn over every rock, crawl through mountains of garbage, or go through the darkest of alleys to uncover the truth.
We newspapermen are lucky to be employed. The world is changing. People want their news now, not tomorrow morning. You and I are dinosaurs facing extinction.
Well, I'm not dead yet, and good stories can change that.
My job requires that I stare into the darkest parts of this world in search of the truth. The thing about staring into the shadows and darkness for so long is sometimes something stares back.
Look at them legs.
Right? Unholy fuck, man. I'll tell you, it's one thing I can say about the film company that did the production on this film. Not only does it capture everything perfectly, I love the grit, I love the graininess of it. There's a little bit of comic flavor in there too. And I know there is so much gore just in the trailer alone, but guys out there in my Demons Morgrot universe, there's so much more than that. So if you love the blood and you love the gore, this movie delivers. And
did you notice something? Did you notice one thing about that movie?
Yes.
So it's all the vampires on there, but have you ever seen a vampire movie where nobody bit anybody?
No.
Exactly. That would be my only gripe.
Yes, but I still have to feel like I'm still a fan of it. The only thing that I can put it up against in that respect is nobody bit anybody in Frank Langella's Dracula back in the 70s.
True.
Motherfucker didn't have teeth either. You never saw him have teeth, but yet you were still terrified. That's what I'm saying, man. You delivered a performance in this film that is still terrifying, so badass, very epic. I love the way they captured your character in this. Yes, absolutely. I mean, things are lighting up out here. Let me go ahead and just pull back just a little bit. Oh, they're all talking about their favorite vampire film, so we'll have to get to that. But let's see here. Lizzie, what's going on? She says, look, that looks wicked. Kyler says, gonna be watching it tomorrow. Paul Nada, another great indie actor that I've had the pleasure of working with. Paul Nada says, awesome. And Aaron says, oh, I'm watching it. Trust me.
Nice.
So you guys have no excuses to be. It's free.
Or not to be.
Right? I absolutely love that.
You like this? To look like me?
It totally does. It's so crazy because I've come close to having my own figure, like a pop vinyl. Yeah. It was going to be a limited run. So the fact that you actually have a pint-sized you, I love it. I'll feel like I've totally arrived if there's a
Cuddly
mini me to
creatures,
go with.
cuddly creatures in Michigan. That's
No
who did this
shit.
for me. Yes, Bridget
Oh, how
actually.
cool.
Bridget took a picture of me and sent it to the lady, and she took a doll, and this is what she came up with. It's so cute,
How
isn't it?
badass.
Goo. Oh, and then of course, who is this?
Oh, that's got to be Bridget, right?
That's Bridget. The pudding thing, actually. Ask her again, and she'll tell you the same.
That's killer. I mean, I've had a ton of people do art. Like I've had fan drawings, all types of different fan drawings. And I've always loved that. I love it when somebody captures artistically the essence of my character. I've been like comic book done and all that stuff. Totally fucking badass.
Very
So
nice.
that is so cool for you to have. That's awesome.
Thank you.
So your character is on fire, man. So do you have obviously you got fans that totally dig what you do, very loyal following. What has been some of the craziest moments that you've had with fans that are just obsessed with your character?
Oh gosh. Bridget's sitting over here, so
Well, I did okay. Give me give me the edited version then. Let's not have it. Let's not have an. I don't need to know that dirt. You can tell me. That would be fine. No, just like because I get some of the weirdest fucking messages ever, especially from all over the world. Have you had anyone like
I've had
just be weird?
stalkers. Yeah, I've
There
had
we
some,
go.
yeah, I've had some stalkers, like some really pretty crazy people out there. I've
No
had
shit.
I've had people send me things, really nice things. I've gotten shirts. I guess the nicest things that have ever been sent to me were Warn Star pants. Those
Oh,
things are
okay.
expensive. So
Damn.
yeah, I've had a couple of Warn Star pants sent to me. So that was pretty cool. But as far as outrageous moments, one of the things that I do at Slaughterhouse is I like to walk out into the line and meet with people.
Yeah.
And I carry this little mug, and my mug's full, and I'm making what I call vampire tea. And then I take and I'll pull up this string, and on the bottom of the string is a tampon that's covered in what I'm drinking. And so that's a lot of fun when people are messing with me about that. You want some? Or if it's someone that's like really been an asshole to me the entire time, people in Slaughterhouse know if someone's been an asshole to me because I mark on them. And so what I'll do is I'll ask them like, "What, you want some of this vampire tea? Okay." And I'll take it and I'll rub it up on their head. And this stuff is very, very sticky the way I make it. And it's so sticky. So you got tampon fuzz going across your face. So that way everyone in Slaughterhouse knows, oh, they done pissed off Sebastian.
Nice. I couldn't think of a better way. And do they even realize that they're getting smacked with one of these things?
Once they get smacked with it, they do. What's really funny though is when I'm sitting there in the line and I'm messing with people, and they'll look at it and like, is that what I think it is? Oh my God, it's a tampon. And I'm like, yes, dear. And you know what's really nice about that? And they're like, what? It says, well, it keeps me from having to drain your blood. I've got blood right here. And then I'll take it and I'll put it in my mouth and start sucking on it, and it goes everywhere. And then people some certain people freak out and run.
Oh, I'm sure.
Other people are like, "Ooh, baby, oh, I want some of that." And then there's others just like, "I don't know what to think of that boy."
Well,
if my parents were still alive, they would say the same thing. I don't know what to think about that boy.
Well, and that's the mark of a true actor right there.
Mhm.
We go to certain lengths to freak people out.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. I never really have to. Especially, when I'm at a con or something like that. Usually people are just mortified. 6'2", very stocky, shaven head, and of course, looking like this. And this isn't even full Reaper. This is mostly full Reaper, but minus the blood. I was looking for it earlier and I could not find it because I was like, I just want to, do the dousing thing. But if you see a lot of my horror photography that I've done, it's very gruesome. So full Reaper is definitely something different.
Nice.
Absolutely.
I think I'm going to make Sebastian meaner as time goes by. I'm going to make him start looking meaner, and so I got ideas.
That's usually the thing that gets people the most.
Yep, it's time for me to.
The moment I give them this.
Oh yes. No.
People are like, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, but if I were to do that, look, check this out.
Especially with a weapon in my hand.
If I were to do that, I'm going. They'll think he wants to fuck me.
No, like I said, vampires have been so romanticized that people are just like, take me now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's why when I find somebody that portrays a vampire that really embodies the legend, you have one thing in mind. You have a power that you can put people, kind of under your spell, as it were, but you're not nice. You're like a dungeon master kind of thing. That's why I always say Christopher Lee will always be the best to me. This is a really great suggestion. Cody says, Reaper, we all need to walk down Broadway with Sebastian.
Let's go. I'm on
in
game.
character on a Saturday night.
I have actually done that before.
Hell fucking yeah. So guess what? I think we're going to make that happen. We're going to make that happen. We must.
Let's do it. We'll bring our own Pudding Tang with us too.
Fuck yeah.
She's a lot of fun.
One thing I would love to do is come to your haunt, man. It sounds great. I've been thinking about this for a long time. I need to start small. But I mean, I love doing horror cons, believe me, but I would love to come to a haunt and, interject my character into things somehow. I think that would be a blast.
That would be cool.
That way I could get to watch you all fucking work and do your thing, man, because I love it. I absolutely love it.
That would definitely be cool. Yeah, we've had quite a few people come through Trauma Films. Lloyd, we had Lloyd come through.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Actually, that's another person I worked with one time. I worked with Lloyd on a film called was Beyond the Wall of Sleep movie is what it's called.
Oh, okay.
And
nice. As a matter of fact, myself and Aaron out there in the comment section there, we're working on a film called Killer Cox. I know how that sounds, but it's actually about mutant chickens. So don't worry about that. But Uncle Lloyd actually is involved with the film.
Very nice.
So yeah, it's awesome that you've worked with him before. Such an amazing guy.
Super nice guy.
Whew, my goodness. All praise the holy Uncle Lloyd.
Yeah, all the celebrities that we've had at Full Moon too have gone through Slaughterhouse, and
Oh, damn.
Bill
Did you ever have
Moseley.
Anders come through?
Have who?
You said Full Moon, right?
Yeah, Full Moon. Where we are, Full Moon Slaughterhouse. It's where the Tattoo Horror Festival is every year in Nashville.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Full Moon Entertainment for a second.
No, I'm sorry. No.
I was like, damn. Which actually, another one of my favorite vampire series of films is the Subspecies franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Radu. Boy, was he dastardly. Definitely embodies what I think of. You know what I mean? Shit. Now, wait a minute, Carla.
Killer Cox.
She says, Killer Cox. Damn, I was interested for a moment there. You still will be after you see it. Trust me.
Well, they may make a part 2 after that one. So, hey.
You know, anytime I ever tell anybody about that film, they're always like, that's usually the reaction I get. Oh, my goodness.
Definitely sound like a porno there.
Yep. I don't know if that was, intended purposes or what, but I mean, I love it. We call all the followers peckerheads. It's fantastic.
Is that the costume you've been wearing on social media? Pudding Thing wants to know.
Costume?
Yeah, I've been seeing his pictures from behind the scenes.
Yeah, she's been seeing your pictures from behind the scenes of Killer Cox.
Oh, we're not filming that until next weekend, actually. I think what she's asking about is Grind.
Yes.
Yep. She's like, that's it.
Yes, where I put on what I have affectionately call the Big Ugly, in which I literally turn into a demon. I adorn a suit of flesh, blood, and pus, and just absolute nastiness.
That's what she thought was the Killer Cock.
Oh, could you imagine? If that in fact was now the interesting part is my character in Grind, which is the big demon, full body suit. I mean, this thing was just amazeballs. But I'm actually what Ginger Lynn turns into. Exactly right. I just gave everybody a little taste right there.
Did you just say taste and Ginger Lynn all in the same sentence?
Right. Exactly right.
I love Ginger Lynn. We hung out, when was it? Back in...
She's a sweetie.
Yeah, FrankenCon. We were at FrankenCon, met her there. She's definitely a mess. we took some really nice pictures together, too.
Nice. Awesome. Some Peter Steele type stuff? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, Peter Steele. Oh, wow. Wow.
Gotcha.
I actually used to get told that a lot. I'm
you know what?
Little bit thinner up here now, and I think he was like 6'5", 6'6", something like that.
Absolute giant.
Yeah, well, I'm like 6'2", so
same. And that's without my hair. Trust me, I most people probably know this by now. I've said it many times, but I used to have just as long a locks as you did. But man, when I turned 19, gone. It was the only part of the genetic code that screwed me.
Wow. Mine's definitely getting thinner up there, so
it still looks good, brother.
Why, thank you.
Don't get rid of it. There's no reason to. None.
Yeah, that's the other thing I think about. Sebastian, he would not look good like that. I do not believe. And then the other thing too, it's kind of like Samson in the Bible. They cut his hair and he lost his strength. Well, if you cut my hair, I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to sing 80s music anymore.
Oh man, it's like it would just go away.
Yeah, I know. It would just go away. That scares me to death.
Now, Rob Halford, though,
Well, yeah, but he's the king, you know. He's the Marvel.
right? Oh, we have so many awesome comments out here for you. So Rebecca says, Slaughterhouse is right down the road from my best friend's house. Sweet.
Sweet.
We're going to have to make a pilgrimage.
Look, you can
Tyler
see
says-
Pudding Tang going in and out of the room.
Right? She's like, damn it, I'm in frame. You see, he's keeping prisoners in his crypt.
Mhm. As soon as this is over, I'm going to feed.
Hell yeah. Oh, completely slipped my mind to say my favorite vampire movie. Right on. Oh, Aaron says, yeah, The Creature from Grind. That's me.
Mm.
Carla,
Killer
I love
Cox,
you for
kill
saying
my
this.
shit.
She goes, Killer Cox, kill my shit. I love it. Babylon says, I think she means grind. It's an epic suit. Yes. I'll have to send you pictures, brother. You'll love it. Aaron says, Ginger Lynn, that's fucking epic. Yeah. The only regret I have is I didn't get to meet her.
Oh, man, she's a sweetheart.
Filmed at different times. So, one more time. I'm sorry.
So she's a sweetheart. So
Big time. Big time. Cody says, mine's getting thin, but I'm keeping it long till it falls all the way out. And you know what? Go for the gusto, man. There's no fucking, what do you call it? There's no more lines with that shit. If it happens, it happens. You know, let it go gracefully.
Or you can always get some adrenochrome, or you know.
Right? Oh, yes. 30 Days of Night.
Yes, good.
The first one.
Yes.
Believe it or not, the second one is not bad, but it wasn't as good. Let's put it that way. That's just my opinion.
I agree.
My opinion. Y'all can, you know. Aaron says, long hair and your King Diamond and lose it, and it's my baby takes the morning train.
My baby takes the morning
Right?
Damn, I'm showing
it.
my age now, aren't I?
Give me your top 5 vampire films, your favorites of all time.
Oh, man. Well, I've already told you my number one.
Well, yes.
My number one was The Lost Boys.
Yes.
Let's see. I will go with Interview with the Vampire. Would be the number 2. Number 3. What? Oh, she's over saying Deadlines. I'm not throwing that in there. You know, I'm actually going to say Blade as one.
Ooh, nice.
I would definitely say Blade would be in there.
Hells yeah.
What else? Oh, yeah, you can't forget Salem's Lot. Mm.
Ah, yes. Mr. Barlow. Nothing freaked me out more as a kid with a vampire that looked and sounded and moved like Mr. Barlow. That is my shit. And as I understand it, this is an exclusive for y'all out there in the Morgrot universe, my demons. Salem's Lot reboot is about to drop. And guess what? Mr. Barlow looks like he should. We're going to just skip that one that took place a little while ago. It didn't happen. Okay.
Going with Rob Lowe?
Yeah. It did not exist.
Yeah,
we're just going to skip right over that piece of shit. And we're going to head to this one because I'm telling you guys, you're going to love it. It's got the Stephen King seal of approval on it. Can't fucking wait to see how this film comes out. It's going to be fantastic.
Sweet.
Hell yeah. Awesome choices, brother. So now, since we're going to get into our shameless plug section of the interview, let's talk about this guy.
He looks
Let's
familiar.
talk about, yeah, let's talk a little bit about your music.
Oh man. Well, I've already told you I'm an 80s guy. I love 80s rock music.
Exactly right.
I have a band. It's called Three-Legged Circus. We have a website, threeleggedcircus.com. Of course, we're on Facebook and Instagram and all the socials as well. So give us a check. Come out there and check us out and see what you think. If you like
Hell yeah.
80s, if you like 80s music, that is.
And clowns.
And clowns.
You can't forget that.
Puddin' Ting is always at my shows.
Yes, indeed.
She's my house clown.
Is it original music, or are you doing covers? Like, what's your?
It's basically it's a tribute band, so it's a tribute to 80s music. We do have some songs that we've written and stuff. We just really don't play them out in front of anybody because people want to hear the things that they grew up to, and so that's what pays the money anyway.
And I mean, I've never myself been in a tribute band of any kind, but I will always say I think there is a great art to it. Not even the ones that are like verified. I'm talking about bands that play a mixture of a lot of the great tunes from any era.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen 70s classic rock. I mean, some of them even go back to the 60s. And then, of course, you have the bands that go and do the whole get up and, whether or not they're the Beatles or they're Jimi Hendrix experience, Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, which I've yet to see. Well, no, I can't say that. There is one Black Sabbath verified tribute band that I will always love, and that's
Max Sabbath.
They're actually called Seventh Advent Unicorn out of Ohio, of all places. They're actually pretty badass. So what's a typical set list for you?
Oh gosh, Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue, Bon Jovi, Def Leppard, Dokken, Poison, Skid Row, Metallica, Rat.
Please tell me you sound better than Vince Neil. When he puts the cheeseburger down.
Funny story. I've already told you who my favorite singer is.
Yes.
I was at a Striper event a few months ago that I went to, and I was standing around the piano with Michael, and the guy was playing piano and singing, and so I started singing "Home Sweet Home."
Oh, okay.
And so I get to the chorus, and then Michael was like, Tracy, stop. And I'm thinking,
stop
oh gosh, my favorite singer's telling me I sound like shit. He's not liking my singing. And basically he goes, dude, you sound much better than Vince Neil. You gotta stop. So I was like, oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. That made me feel a whole lot better.
Nice. I love it.
I actually try to emulate the people that I sing like. So I'll try to sing like the person that I'm emulating.
Nice. Absolutely. Oh, these are so good. Cody says, Queen of the Damned, Lost Boys, Blade, Interview with Vampire, Salem's Lot. Those are his favorites. So looks like we're all in agreement. You know what? And I have to say, I really did enjoy Queen of the Damned because it was so different. It brought the modern day even forward. And then, of course, Jonathan Davis's brilliant fucking soundtrack for that.
Mhm.
Really, really dug that. So excellent choices. I have to correct you though, Cody. Uh, he says greatest cover band ever is October Noir. October Noir is actually not a tribute band. They are all original music. It just so happens that the lead vocalist and bassist is the reincarnation of Peter Steele.
Oh wow!
He is truly, it's uncanny, brother. They're out of I want to say Jacksonville, Florida,
Mhm.
if I remember correctly, or Tampa. But he literally talks just like him.
Wow.
And you know, a lot of trials and tribulations he had to go through. People going, "Oh, you're ripping off, you know, Peter Steele." He's like, "Dude, that's my voice. I can't apologize for my voice. This is the music that I like." You know, just like, you know, all the different covers and stuff that you're doing. Um, there's no apology there either, and especially don't apologize for sounding better than the original. Hell yeah. So I've been subliminally messaging everybody out there in the Morgrot universe, facebook.com / the three-legged circus. Check
we
them
also
out.
have we also have a website, threeleggedcircus.com.
Oh, okay. There you go. You can find them even faster that way. Hells yeah. Love it. All right. So what are some of the upcoming things you got going? Do you have any new roles, or are you taking a little bit of a break from acting? Obviously you're going to do The Haunt, so we want to make sure we plug that.
Yep, we got Slaughterhouse getting ready to start up. That starts up on Friday the 13th. We just got finished filming a little short.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, it's me and Puddintang. Puddintang, it was actually her idea.
Okay.
I drive a hearse.
Yes.
I really
So
own
jealous.
that is my car, a hearse. And
Mhm.
so she was like, there's so much we could do with this car. And I think I want to make a movie about a hearse and necrophilia.
Dun, dun, dun. Well, I mean, any undead soul, I'm sure that's right up the alley.
Oh yeah, so we made a little short film
Nice.
not too long ago. We'll probably have it out. When are we looking for?
Premiering at Franklin.
It's going to premiere at FrankenCon
next year.
next year. So
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Y'all get an exclusive out there in the
Yeah, it's
Morgrot universe.
it's called One Last Ride Out. You can only imagine what that is.
Exactly.
A hearse and one last ride out.
I mean, you had me at hearse, so you know. I'm all about it, man. I can't wait to see that. Hopefully, I get an invite to the premiere.
Absolutely.
I would love to come down and check that out, because I absolutely, from one character actor to another, you are amazeballs, man. I love
Thank
it.
you, sir. And
I
so
love
are you.
everything you do.
Thank you.
Most deaf. So you guys heard it out there in the Morgrot universe, out there in the attic section. It's premiering next year at FrankenCon. Now that's in Tennessee, right?
It's FrankenCon's in Tennessee, just right outside of Knoxville.
Right outside of Knoxville. I was there for CreepyCon, so I am familiar now.
How'd you like CreepyCon?
With Knoxville, and oh man, this past year's was nuts. It was.
We've been there sometimes. Our three-legged circus oddities will set up out there sometimes.
Absolutely. And let's make sure that we plug that as well.
Absolutely. Three-Legged Circus Oddities. We like to go to hunt conventions and sell things to people. Things that either we make or things that we've bought and just sold to you. Or one of our big things that we like to do is put together these little slasher boxes. And
Nice.
with, different pricing on them, and the more, of course, the better the box. But we've never had anybody say that they weren't really happy with what they've gotten so far with their little slasher boxes. And I guess the most expensive slasher box we sold was $200.
Woo! Fantastic, man.
Yeah. So
I know a little something about that because I have an online occult shop in which I sell all types of occult items. We do get into the oddities a little bit with some really cool taxidermy stuff like that. So, man, I really hope we do get another chance to do an event together. I think that would be a blast, man.
That'd be awesome. You should come down for the next Full Moon Tattoo Horror Festival next year.
Ooh, you'll have to shoot me the dates and all that stuff.
I will.
Oh man, more Gride Entertainment, myself, we'd love to come down. That would be a blast.
It's usually Easter every year.
Oh, okay. So in April, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I will definitely plan on doing that.
I'll send you some information on it.
Oh, sweet, man. That'd be great. Carla says Vampire Circus 1972, Malevolent Elegance of Forbidden Rites, Every Drop of Crimson, and Testament to Our Disdain for the Divine. These are her favorites. Salem's Lot is definitely one that she's down for. Blade also. So, yeah, you must know me. I love 70s horror. The Satanic Rites of Dracula, I think, was one of the greatest cinematic moments of ever a Dracula film could ever be made, because it was so crazy and boundary pushing. I'm also a big Fulci fan. A lot of his stuff as well. Argento. The list goes on and on.
What's it? What was
Suspiria.
Oh, Suspiria.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yes, very good.
Most Def.
Mhm.
Man, it has been an absolute blast having you on the show tonight. I'm so glad we could do this.
Thank you.
I really appreciate and love what you do. And everybody that has shown up for you tonight, they are obviously instant fans. Let them know where they can find you beyond your three-legged circus stuff.
Well, I'm on Facebook, Tracy West, Tracey W-E-S-T. So on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, Tracy West. My band, Three-Legged Circus, we're on Facebook, Instagram, website, threeleggedcircus.com. You'll find me at Kroger, Walmart. And the fun thing is when I'm looking like this.
I was gonna say that's one of my
you walk
favorite.
in Walmart, they don't really give a shit. I mean, because look what they look like. So
right, that's one of my
Publix. Man, they're throwing holy water on you. So
woo, don't burn them. Absolutely. That's one of my favorite things to do, especially when I'm doing cons in Tennessee. Cody likes to parade me around in full Reaper gear. And it's always been fun going into gas stations and just all sorts of different places, to get shit, to get food, all that stuff. I absolutely love making people quake in their boots. As I'm sure you do as well.
We're gonna have to get all dressed up sometime and go into a Buc-ee's.
Yes, I'm gonna have to come to the slaughterhouse in October. We need to work that out.
All right, let's do it.
I'm in. I am so in. I'm in like Flint.
Awesome. I'll send you the information on that, and also the Tattoo Horror Festival.
Yes. All right. So for everybody that is tuned in tonight, for your new fans and fans that you already have, what is your lasting message for them?
Lasting message. Oh man, there's so many that go through my head, but I guess one is don't give up on your dreams. I mean, I don't care what age you get. I'm a vampire,
Yes.
so I'm forever. But I don't care. I don't care what age you get. It takes a while. You're not just going to strike gold the first time when you do it.
Nope.
You just have to keep going on and on. And especially the new guy that was talking about just getting started at the haunt, man. If you go in there and you find the characters not what you like, come up with another character. But don't give up on the haunt. Just continue being you, and you be you. Don't let anybody tell you what to do. You'll be happy with your life.
Absolutely. Always the underground is the best of all dark entertainment, art, music, film, haunts, all of that. And everybody is humble as fuck. And, even as big as, Sebastian has gotten as well, still humble at the end of the day. That's why fuck the mainstream. The underground is where it's at, and as you guys always know, that here at the underground, I'm bringing you the best in the underground. Man, I appreciate you so much for taking the time for your nightly feeding to join us here at the underground, as well as everybody out there in the Morgrot universe for tuning in. And as you guys are getting ready for the weekend, get ready because it's going to be a good time. The goddamn program Saturday night at 8 p.m. Central. Make sure you show up for that. And if you got to work tomorrow, I'm sorry. But if you do, make sure you give the boss the finger. And always stay heavy.